Hello and welcome back to the long-awaited final part of my MKR series that has been put on the back burner for about maybe 6 months. But today we're going to cover the reserve team. So yeah, let's just get straight on with it. In 2020-21, the same university was founded, a reserve team was founded alongside them. Today we're going to give the reserve team some actual airtime and explain their side of the MKR story. Before we continue, I'd really appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button down below. And also hit the like way down as we're trying to hit 250 subscribers before the end of 2025. In 2020-21, after the merge of United MK, MK Rollins and MK Irish Veterans, MK Irish was founded and placed in the Spartan South Midland League Division 1. And like all teams level, they have a reserve team to nurture young players or give even injured players or tired players a rest or get some first team players back up to full fitness. And also a guinea pig for new ideas and tactics. This video is not about them, this video is actually about the reserves, covering what they've been up to these past few seasons, while obviously MK Irish has been on their meteoric rise. In 2020-21, MK Irish reserves was formed and placed in the United Counties First Division, alongside Newport Pagnell Town reserves and Kempston Rovers reserves. MK Irish finished 16th out of 19 teams as the season was curtailed due to COVID-19. They won 3, lost 9 with a goal difference of -20. They had no cup competitions this season, but did suffer some very heavy losses, losing 6-2 and 5-1 to Northampton Owen Shenex reserves, obviously, and Newport Pagnell Town reserves, respectively. But they pick up a big win against 19th place Bourne Town reserves, winning 6-1, with the scores being level at half in front of just 35 people. Something you should definitely take note of is when they're in the reserve division, the attendances were so much lower, but now obviously they're in the Division 2 the Spartan. They can get like 60-70 people, like no problem really. Especially when teams like New Bradwell, Old Bradwell, Stoney, numbers go up because obviously it's more local. Next season was more successful. The club finished 7th out of 18 teams, winning 17, drawing 5, losing 12, and finished on a positive goal difference of 26. They didn't play any cup competitions again this season, which is unfortunate, but at least they did better in the league. Attendance didn't really move out of the high 30s though, like I just said, with the highest attendance coming against Coggan Hoe United reserves at the Irish Centre, with 52 people seeing reserves run out 5-1 winners, MK Irish reserves that is. No players that came through the team that now play for the Irish first team, such as Nathaniel Beecher, all-time record appearance holder for MK Irish, and Stephen Brooks, who's also a 100 club member. George and Vincent Shreves, who are the son of current manager Terry Shreves, and also club captain and former Stopford man Mason Spence, who all played for reserves that season. 2022-23 was even better for Irish as they finished 5th in the league out of 16 teams, winning 18, drawing 2 and losing 10, finishing with the second highest goal difference in the league, 63. This season they played in the Reserves Division Cup, winning 4 against Kempston Rovers in the first round, but unfortunately losing 2-1 away in the quarter-final to a very strong Harbour Town reserves team, now in the Southern Counties Premier Division. This season was the second season MK Irish started the season with a loss, losing 3-2 at home to local rivals Newport Pagnell Town reserves in front of 79 people. See, nowadays, obviously they're both in the same division, and that game gets about 100 people, so it's a decent increase. They did pick up their biggest win in their history, winning 13-0 in front of 30 people at Irish Centre to bottom of the league Rawns Town reserves. Also part of the squad this season were current MK Irish starters Ryan and Nathan Smith and starman Clinton Zor. Before 2023-24, the reserves moved into Spartan South Midland League Division 2, and they played some significantly more local teams with bigger fan bases as well, such as New Bradwell St Peter and Stony Stratford, but once again joined by local rivals Newport Pagnell Town SC, now renamed to development instead of reserves, trying to focus more on the younger players. This season the Irish finished 12th out of 18 teams, winning 12, drawing and losing 11, finishing on a -3 goal difference. Attendance has improved this season because the club was playing more established teams, and the first team was also doing a lot better, so it kind of filters down. We can see this as they got more than 60 people a game 5 times, even breaking 100 against New Bradwell St Peter, where they actually run out 2-1 winners. They also got a chance to play in the Division 2 Cup. They got drawn away to bottom of the league 6-1 FC at Kingsway, and the final score was 2-0 to 61, with them going on to lose 1-0 away to the eventual league winners AFC winning in the next round. It's very rare 6-1 actually win a game. On to the current season, where under the management of former MK Irish players Lee Coulter and Vinnie Shreves, son of first year manager Vincent Terry Shreves, the reserves are sitting 15th out of 18 teams, sandwiched between Padbury Village and Sarah FC. They've won 9, drawn 6 and lost 17 this season, finished on a minus 12 goal difference, with the most notable win of the season. It was a game I actually attended, the 5-1 home thrashing at 6-1 in front of just 23 people, where 6-1 actually took the lead after up 3 or 4 minutes after a insane free kick from just about the halfway line. The actual biggest win of the season was in a reverse fixture, where they won 8-0 at Kingsway. The highest attendance was against MK College FC, when 104 people saw the Rezzies beat MK College and end their 13-game unbeaten run. The Irish played in 2 cups this season, being the Berks and Bucks County FA Cup and Division 2 Cup. In the County Cup, they drawn away to 3rd Division 2 club Padbury Village and won 4-2. Then got drawn away to Aylesbury in District League Premier Division side Stoke Mandeville, and after being 1-0 up at the break, they fell to a 2-1 loss. Very disappointing considering the just massive level difference. It's like MK Irish reserves losing to North Bucks Intermediate League side. In the Division 2 Cup, they got drawn at home to 15th place side Caddington, and after the score being equal 90 minutes, Irish lost from 12 yards, losing 4-2 on penalties to the eventual winners. Before we end off today's video, let's take a look at my interview with, MK Irish reserves manager Lee Coulter when his side faced Stony Stratford Town FC at home. 1-0 draw today. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, I think first half, I don't think we was at it compared to how we've been in the last few weeks. Second half, much better from us. Game of missed chances, I think, from us, and probably them at the end in the last couple of minutes, as you've got on video, which I'm sure you'll post.
Obviously, you're on the reserve team for MK Irish. Yep. How often do you use first team players?
Depends really. If they are on the bench midweek and we've got a midweek game, or on a Saturday, we might take 1 or 2. But in this league, you're only allowed to take a maximum of 3. So 3 is the maximum, but again, it depends on how many minutes they play in the first team, and then again might be some of our lads going up and playing and dropping back down. So
do you have quite a tight relationship with the first team?
We train together. We try to stay as a group, one group. We look at it as one team rather than 2 separate teams, which I think other teams do around this area. So it makes a big difference for us, and it seems to work.
Obviously last season you were around mid-table, and this season you dropped off down into the bottom 5. What was your expectations for the season?
It's hard as a reserve team because you have a massive turnover of players. So we sort of just go in every year. Obviously you want to win the league, but you've got to be realistic. I think next year we've shown the form that we can do. So next year, with hopefully with a bit more consistency, we can push towards the top end. And our goal is promotion. Same as any team when they start out, it's promotion, and that's what we want. We've
had a few players come up and play for the first team. Who's been like your star player for the reserve team so far this season?
I'm not going to pick someone out. I think we've had many players. I think we've had a lot of players this year. 60 odd players I think we've had play for us. So to pick one out I think would be unfair. But yeah, we try and win as a team. It's not about an individual. It's about the team. At the end of the day, you win, you lose, you draw the team, and that's what it is for me. So to have a superstar, it's not our style really.
How often do you kind of get players from other teams come down train for the reserves, almost hoping to get into the first team?
A lot with high expectations and think they're better than what they are. Common thing in Milton Keynes. You've got to earn the right at your level before you go up. So yeah, I'll leave it at that with that one. How
are you kind of planning for next season? Obviously, as a reserve team, you don't really know where you're going to be with players, but what are you kind of hoping for?
Yeah, no, we're planning. We're always planning. You always plan ahead. So obviously the ground gradings and things are going on down here, so you attract players. But we want to keep the majority of the squad, same as the first team, and add a bit of quality to it, and hopefully that will help us push on.
Who would be your man of the match for today?
For today? Oh, I don't know. Good question. Caught me off guard with that one. For them or for us?
Just across the whole game.
The 10 done well, I thought, caused us problems. They defended well, their defenders. Yeah, I couldn't pick you one out, if I'm honest.
Moving on to future seasons, MK Irish reserves can't really progress any further from now, as they can't realistically get promoted, because there's got to be a 2-league gap. But I do strongly feel that being in Division 2 of the Spartans event is best for the club, especially young players that get experience of playing men's football before joining a more established team. Although they'll probably be on the sides along with Newport and Old Bradwell, New Bradwell, that will join the reserve league coming in 2025-26, which is probably going to be more competitive. But it's just, I'm not looking forward to it necessarily. More football, yes, but I just feel like it's going to really decrease the quality. But it means more teams coming into Division 2 this spot, which is also good. But we'll see how they get on for 2025-26. But yeah, on that note, thanks for watching. And go check out my betting coach videos, link below. And in the playlist at the end of this video. But yeah, like, comment, share and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.